Question number 3, Jonathan Young.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Finance and asks, how is the government supporting the economy's resilience and long-term economic outlook?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, lower dairy prices and ongoing uncertainty in some global markets underlines the importance of New Zealand's economic resilience, which has increased in recent years. Household savings have lifted. More households have been more focused on paying down debt. New Zealand's banks are well capitalised. New Zealand's net international investment position, which measures our international indebtedness, has strengthened from 85% of GDP in 2009 to 64% of GDP today, a significant reduction in our international indebtedness. And the government, of course, is supporting this resilience through responsible fiscal management.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Jonathan Young.
What recent reports has he received on the outlook for the New Zealand economy, particularly in the banking sector?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, rating agency Standard & Poor's released a ratings update for New Zealand financial institutions last week. They affirmed the issuer credit ratings of 11 financial institutions and lowered its credit ratings on 13 financial institutions. S&P said these changes reflected increased risks from rising house prices in Auckland and were not due to risks specific to any institution. They said that although rising house prices in Auckland meant higher risks of a house price correction, this increase is off a low base and a sharp correction remains unlikely. S&P pointed to New Zealand's resilient economy and banking regulation as supporting a banking system that is low risk by global standards.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Jonathan Young.
What do other international ratings agencies say about the New Zealand's economic outlook?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, there's been a number of reports from other rating agencies recently. Moody's affirmed its AAA rating of New Zealand banks and said its outlook for the New Zealand banking system is stable, based on banks' healthy capitalisation, strong asset quality and stable profits. Last week, Fitch Ratings affirmed its AA sovereign credit rating with a positive outlook, noting the New Zealand economy and banking sector are relatively well positioned to weather a cyclical downturn in the dairy market. Later this month, S&P, Standard & Poor's, is expected to update its sovereign ratings for New Zealand.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Jonathan Young.
What recent reports has he received showing continuing moderate growth over the next few years?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, most forecasters are going through a re-rating of the economic outlook because it is softer. Today, the ASB Bank issued their forecasts of growth at 2% for this year, 2015, rising to 2.9% in 2016. They point to the widely recognised challenges in some parts of the economy, including positives such as a rapid improvement in export sector competitiveness, expanding tourism, strong employment growth and lower interest rates. The ASB's outlook is broadly consistent with Treasury and the Reserve Bank, which forecast growth of 2 to 2.5% for 2015.
Question number 4, Andrew Little.